Hello, class. We are now in week 2 of BU220 Principles of Marketing. So, congratulations on finishing up week 1. I hope that everyone is having a good time in the class and learning something new. I wanted to share with you my thoughts on the week 2 presentation. There are some instructions in the classroom, but I wanted to provide some additional guidance as well. So let's take a look at the week 2 assignment. This week you are preparing the new shoes strategic plan. So you will notice that all of our assignments for the class are focused on the new shoes simulation. So number one, it's very important that you have reviewed the case study. You could find that in the week 1 discussions, and you can also find it under the new shoes simulation tab in the classroom. And number 2, it's very important that you completed the week 1 assignment. So in the week 1 assignment, you were to research the United States and one other country and prepare a cultural profile for your consumer. Now, this week we'll take that information and we will prepare, part of your strategy. So the first thing you want to look at, step 1, is creating a mission statement for your company. This is only going to be 1 paragraph in length, and in your 1 paragraph, you should include who you're going to serve. So please be very, very, very specific. Don't say, I want to reach everyone. That's not really going to work in marketing for your new shoes, because you're creating a specific type of shoe that should reach a specific target market. So you definitely want to look at age, gender, income, occupation, etc. Some of you have done a phenomenal job with this. I noticed in our week 1 discussions, and then as you presented the information in your presentation, that was excellent. So make sure you're looking at a specific age, specific gender, income, occupation. Some of you have chosen 2. If you feel that you can reach 2 target markets, I say go for it. Just, be sure that you're able to take it all the way through to the end of the line, because you'll have to keep researching and keep going back to those 2. So when you prepare your marketing plan, you would have to have some plans for the first target and some for the second in case they don't appreciate the same marketing tools. Okay? And then next, you need to research how large is that target market. Now that you've looked at, it's an age, it's a gender, it's an income. Now it's time to research and say, how large? I want a specific number. Are you reaching 100 million? Are you reaching 200,000? How large? And make sure you provide the source of that information as well, how you calculated it and got to that number. Okay, and you also want to include the scope of your product line. And you can just take an educated guess at this point because we're only in week 2, but how many different types of shoe styles do you plan on creating, and what services will you provide? Are you going to provide a warranty? Are you going to provide, something saying that this product is the most durable athletic shoe on the market? Therefore, if you are not satisfied in any way, we'll refund your money at any time. Things of that nature. So I want you to start thinking about that as well. Next, you want to look at the effect that your product will have. How will the purchase of your athletic shoes impact the consumer? Some of you have talked about obesity. Some of you have talked about, issues with walking and medical issues. So you can clearly say that, well, when they use this product, it's going to assist them in some way for those medical issues, or assisting with obesity to balance out things so the person can walk better, whatever the case may be. So start thinking about the effect that your product will have on the consumer. And finally, how would you want the world to think about your brand? Do you want to be the high-class brand? Do you want to be the brand that's a healthy brand? Do you want to be the eco brand? Think about what branding you want the world to see when they look at your company, and what the perception of your consumer should be as well as it relates to the brand. So that is step 1. Moving on to step 2, you are to create measurable goals, more than 1 goal, for your company. And when I say a measurable goal is something that you can measure. So, for example, if you say, I want to reach 100 million consumers over a 6-month period. I will be able to measure that because month one, let's see how many people I reached. Month two, month three, when I get to the 6 month, did I reach my goal? So you want something that you can actually measure, which is normally numeric. Has to have numbers in there. So these are the different areas because you have to provide a measurable goal for all 4 of these. So number 1, how much profit? How much profit do you plan to make? Number 2, address your return on sales. What is your goal here over a specific time period? Number 3, market share. What percentage of the market share do you plan to retain and why? So if you're going to, for example, create a high-end product that competes against Nike and other high-end athletic brands, what market share do they have and what market share do you plan to attain and why? And finally, customer service. What percentage of your customers do you feel will be satisfied? A lot of times students say 100%, but in all reality, that's not possible. So you want to really be realistic. What percentage of your consumers do you feel will actually be satisfied? It's nearly impossible to reach 100% satisfaction. And if you find a company that has done that, please, please, please provide me with that information because I haven't found anyone. So you want to be realistic, and I don't want to give you a number because I don't want you to use what I'm saying, but think about it thoroughly, just not 100%. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward and to the point. Again, this should be in paragraph form, so like 1 sentence for each and explaining why when asked for why. Now, based on that information, you're going to create a strategy to meet those goals. And again, this is going to be done in paragraph format. And you're going to start with how you're going to enter each marketplace. So remember, you have the United States marketplace and you have a foreign marketplace. How will you get there? So for example, are you going to get there on your own? Are you going to seek a partnership with another organization? Clearly identify how you're going to get into the marketplace. Okay, next you're going to explain the marketing mix for both your domestic and foreign markets. So therefore you're going to explain your product, your price, your promotion, and place. The reason that you're sharing it for both is that some of you have found out from your research in week 1 that you can have a product that is considered high quality in the United States and it might be low quality somewhere else, or a low quality or medium quality product in the United States is high quality in a different country. So therefore your marketing mix is going to be different for each country, or it could be the same. Again, it's going to be based on your research of both of those countries. So therefore, make sure you explain the product, what you're selling, how are you going to sell it, the price. Again, that's going to be based on your market. Your promotion, how are you going to promote it based on your target market, and where, the place. We're talking about where. Where are you going to sell this product? How is it going to reach the consumer? Are you doing it solely online? Are you doing online and using a distributor? Are you selling it in JCPenney? Where are you selling it and how is the consumer going to attain and purchase it? And again, use that information from week 1 because that's where you clearly identified the target market and some of the differences, and that'll help you with identifying your marketing mix, product, place, promotion, and place for both countries. Another tricky item that you might find this week is the product development budget. So you want to look at, and you can just research information in general. And also the simulation case study provides some insight on this topic and some numbers to assist you. So how much money are you going to spend on product development for both markets and why? So just be able to, briefly share this information, and you can dive into it deeper as we proceed in the course. But for this week, a sentence or 2 will suffice. Okay, so that kind of sums up most of the research requirements for the assignment. I just want to review a few things because a lot of times people submit assignments assignments and they're not formatted properly. So as I mentioned earlier, you are writing paragraphs. So you are to submit a Word file because this is a paper. So please begin with an introduction. Your body should include all of the information that we talked about in steps 1, 2, and 3, and then provide a conclusion to summarize the entire paper. Also be sure to include the title page and reference page. The reference page should have your sources that were included as citations or direct or indirect quotes as part of the body of the paper. And please include at least 2 outside resources in your paper. And again, it's APA formatted. There is an additional review video guide in the classroom under week 2, in addition to the guide that you're reviewing now. But I wanted to give you as much information as possible so that you're successful with the assignment. And if you have any questions or concerns, please contact me. I am willing and ready to answer all of your questions. And just as a reminder, you don't want to wait till the last minute because sometimes responding over the weekend can take a little bit longer. So I recommend that you get your questions in early and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I thank you guys so much for your time. I hope that this has been useful. And again, contact me if you have any questions or concerns. Have a great day.